The Dallas Mavericks finally decided to show up and start to play like a team that deserves to be in the finals. Last game, they played against the Celtics. They blew them out by 38, and they were leading at one point by 50. It was a complete game by the Dallas Mavericks. It was a must-need win. If they didn't win this game, obviously it was over. And so now they're heading back to Boston, down 3-1. And the only thing I'll say about if I'm a Dallas fan, I'll be more optimistic because Boston is a team that plays better on the road than they do at home. They're just about like 500, I believe, or just a little bit over 500 at home in the playoffs. So if there is a place you can beat Boston, it could be at home. The only thing is then if you beat them, you have to beat them again at home, which I feel like can go either way, really. But yeah, ultimately it was a complete game from Luka. 29 points. Kyrie Irving had 21 points. And they finally got some production from the bench. Everyone kind of chipped in. Tim Hardaway had a big fourth quarter where he dropped 5 threes just out of nowhere. They're going to need a player like him to show up if they want to win this next game. In Boston, Derek Lively had a double-double. Again, he played really well. You could feel his presence. And again, I don't know if Porzingis is going to be playing next game, but if he isn't, it's going to be up to him to leave his mark on the game. Dante Exum came in and played well. And, a good thing is that for the Dallas Mavericks, a lot of the players, like Luka only played 32 minutes and Kyrie Irving only played 30 minutes. So they're going to have more fresh legs, and they also have 2 days off. They don't play till tomorrow. And, yeah, shooting 40% from three. The first time I believe they made over 10 threes in this whole finals. The Dallas Mavericks are a team that normally does shoot the ball pretty well from three. So, hopefully this is kind of their breakout game and that they can build off of confidence and then, can go into it, shooting better percentages. Because Boston still got up 41 threes, but it wasn't enough because they shot 36% from the field. It's a step in the right direction. Obviously, this game of Boston is going to be very loud, and Boston has the star power to go on a 15-0 run out of nowhere. So, it's just a matter of the Dallas Mavericks being able to weather the storms and try to get the crowd out of the game. And, Luka, I feel like is expected. He's been playing pretty consistent, but Kyrie's gonna have to play better in Boston, and all the other role players are gonna have to step up. Even though all the role players tend to play better at home, they're gonna need to show up on the road. And for Boston, I think though Jaylen Brown's gonna have a much better game because Tatum is definitely gonna have a much better game. Like I feel like a lot of the Celtics are gonna have much better games than they had. And the thing is that the Mavericks are going to have to be aware of, the players like Sam Hauser, Payne Pritchard, that they can just drop 4 threes on you in a row out of nowhere. But I feel like this is nothing they don't know. They're just going to try their best to prevent the three and just try to keep, and they also got to win the turnover battle as well. Going back to the game when they lost their first game in home, Kyrie played very well, Luka played very well, but again, it was just Tim Hardaway Jr. having 19 minutes with 0 points, Josh Green having 3 points in 22 minutes. Like it was just a big mess, honestly, and they made only 9 threes, and the Boston made 17 threes, and you're not going to win that battle. And it was only a 7-point game, so it was close. It's just, I feel like the 3-pointers have been a big deciding factor between these games a lot. And also Tatum and Brown both dropping 30. It's kind of hard to weather, but, I think it's a good step in the right direction for the Mavs. I so badly want to see them make this 3-0 comeback. It'll be the first time ever in NBA history. But I will say winning by 38 points definitely probably gives them a confidence boost and, makes them believe they actually can do it. So we'll see what happens. again, Boston is a very hostile environment. Hopefully, like I said, Kyrie Irving can play better, and the role players can pick it up and they can shoot better from three. If Kyrie shows up and the role players chip in and are productive, and they just hit a couple more threes, I see them winning this next game of Boston. Their defense hasn't been too bad. They haven't given up over 110 points yet this series. The Dallas Mavericks haven't, so stay solid on the defense and just need a little bit more offense to just beat them in that way. But yeah, it was kind of a wild sight to see them down by 50 at one point, but we'll see what happens tomorrow in Boston. There's a chance it's the last game of the NBA season tomorrow, or it could be the swing game in terms of, if it's 3-2, it kind of can come down to anything. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Comment down below what you guys think, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.